Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out some more ATEEZ, specifically Jongho, where we're gonna do his Gravity OST and then also the cover he just came out with Maddox. I am so excited for these because first the Gravity OST, I feel like I'm very late on. It came out like I think a couple of months ago, but I know that he did a lot of the covers of OSTs, and I was planning on doing like a whole video of all of those together and including this one. But that's going to take me a little bit longer because there are a good amount of them. So I figured I'd include it in this because the other cover with Maddox is a little bit shorter too. So I figured I'd put them in both the same video. I am going to preface the cover that he did with Maddox, the Ditto from NewJeans. I haven't heard the original song, so I'm not sure how different it is. I have heard a few people say that it is a more slower, like laid back version of the actual song. So don't know if that's true or not, but I definitely wanted to check out NewJeans eventually. At least like that song and stuff, because there's been so much like talk around it. So I will probably be checking that out. So that's the reason I haven't listened to it and everything. But we're gonna listen to it anyway. So hopefully that's not a big of a problem or anything. But I am excited for that because Jongho and Maddox's voice together, man, is going to be heaven. I love their voices separately, but putting them together is just something else. So I am so pumped for that. But yeah, we are using a lyric video for the Gravity OST. Not sure how accurate it is because I know lyric videos are never 100%. So we're just gonna go off of it. It's just the easiest way to listen to it. So I'm excited. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this, so let's go. Yeah, so this is from the drama Reborn Rich. I haven't watched that yet. I do watch a good amount of like K-dramas and stuff on my own, so definitely let me know if you've seen it, and how it was, and if I would like it or not. But we're gonna get right into this, so let's go. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try not to pause too much because I might listen to this again, but I do have to say I love OSTs. Always have a separate feeling to, like, I feel like regular songs or albums and stuff, especially like ATEEZ stuff and everything too. So I am excited to hear his voice on this because they do have that specific feeling to it that's very always more on like the cinematic kind of side and stuff. But I'm already loving like that kind of like synthiness too, but it brings in that piano and everything, and his voice is just so like calm on here. So ooh, I love he's doing something different with his voice. That's nice. I love that melody right there. Ooh, and then that comes back in. I love how toned down this part is, but then you get that very high like chorus part that's very like built up. He's doing like this specific thing with his voice that I don't usually hear him do, and I love it. It's very it's like kind of like a higher like throaty like kind of nasally thing that he's adding to it, like the pronunciation and everything. It sounds really good. especially in this part. I love how this comes in. Ooh, I love that. That like higher pitched like haunting sound in the back. And that really swelling leading up to it. That pause with the drum is so good. That was so good. Like, anything Jongho does with his voice and everything is just always going to be something great. But this, I love how he utilized his voice specifically in this. I feel like it was sort of different from a lot of the stuff that I hear from him while he's like in ATEEZ and like that, their music. But not in the same way, because it does sound very Jongho, but I feel like he used his more like mid-range and lower range a lot in this rather than just like on the higher like beltier tone, and I loved that. It was so good, and it really had like that OST feeling with the very like build up cinematic feel, which I love. But we're gonna listen to this again and talk more about it. But like this, I love how this comes in. It's like very, it's like very sets the tone for it, like very eerie, more like mysterious feeling. And you get that very echoey percussion and stuff that really adds to that feeling, and then you get that piano that comes in. I love what he's doing with his voice in this too. It's very different. I love how that comes in. Like, his voice is so soft, but then you get that swelling in the back. And then that comes back in. It's so good. The song has such like good progression, and like leading up to it is so good. I love that too. First, I love the lyrics too because I feel like I've seen the little like snippet preview of the actual drama and stuff, and I feel like it fits that vibe very well, especially with that very like movie-esque and more serious tone that it has, especially with like the coloring and everything that I do remember from that. But just the way that he sounds is just so good and fits his vibe so well. I love that percussion with the drums and stuff leading up into that break, and then it comes back in with the full chorus too. Especially how he says that too, the like, especially like the "can't you see" and like the gravity part, he adds that very like atmospheric, more spacey vibe to it that really sounds so good with this instrumental. So good. Yeah, like I said, I love that song. Jungho, his voice is made for an OST. Like that sound that they specifically have, Jungho fits so well. And I feel like this specifically gave him a good kind of variety in his voice to show that it's very versatile. I feel like it sounded a little bit different than what I usually hear him do. And I love that because it shows a different side of what his voice is and that he can do these different styles. And he just killed it. So I'm so glad that he got that opportunity and I can't wait for more. I feel like I heard somewhere that he got another one. I don't know if that's true. Let me know. I feel like I saw maybe on Twitter or something that he did and that it's gonna be like out soon or something, or I'm just imagining that in my head and hoping for it. So let me know. But yeah, we're gonna get into the cover that he did with Maddox, the Ditto from NewJeans. Like I said, I haven't heard the original to this, so I'm not going to compare them because I haven't heard it. So I'm going to judge it based on just this cover alone, like its own thing. So I will eventually go back and listen to the original and everything. But I feel like you guys know how much I love Jungho's voice. But Maddox, I am such a fan of his music specifically. I did a first reaction stuff to some of his music videos and covers and stuff. It is on the channel, so I'll link it in the description or something. But I fell in love with his voice and his music so fast. Like, what he's come out with so far is what my personal taste is in music. So I just like fell completely in and I was like, I love his voice. He is one of the most beautiful voices that I've heard. He is one of my favorite soloists at all. And I just love his style of music, his voice, and how he uses it, and the different versatility he has, especially between the tracks that he's released so far. And just like, I just appreciate him so much as an artist. And I feel like he does not get the recognition that he deserves. He's very underrated, and it makes me so upset because everybody needs to listen to this man's voice and his music. And he deserves so much recognition because of how beautiful it is and how, like, I could talk about him all day. But we're going to get right into this. I am so excited to hear their voices together because I feel like they're going to complement each other so well. But yeah. Anyways, we're getting right into this. So let's go. I already love the scenery and, like, the separate sets. Off the first bat, I'm gonna love this.
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, oh say it 들어. 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it 들어.
Okay, I'm gonna not pause a lot during this because I am gonna listen to this again. Like, I already know. But Maddox's voice, man. It is so good. He has such a breathiness and very delicate, like, quality to his voice specifically that just I love. And it works so well with literally anything that he does. Plus, the hair. I'm just gonna say now, I have such a massive crush on this man. Just like, he's so beautiful and just like his voice and everything. But anyway. The tone and quality of his voice is so good. I love that echoiness. Submerged vocals. Do you want somebody like I want somebody? 날 보고 웃었지만 do you think about me now? I talk about this so much too. Jongho, I love his lower tone and his lower voice, and I feel like I never hear it enough within just the music so far that I've heard from ATEEZ. I have heard it like definitely throughout their stuff, just not enough. And I love the tone of his lower register. And I feel like, especially with these two, Jongho and that like lower voice and lower tone, with Maddox and that higher like breathier voice, complements each other so well, and especially when they're gonna get into the harmonies and everything. But I'm loving this. It's so very stripped back and slowed down. I'm guessing this part is like very upbeat in the actual song. Dude, Jongho is such a cutie. Like, man. The piano. Ooh, I love how they switch. Maddox is in that more talking full tone, and then Jongho is doing a breathy higher vocals with him. I really like that switch up. I love how they're ending it like they started it too. Oh, that was so good, man. Yeah. Melted. I I knew I was gonna love this because it's them two together. Their voices, they did something I actually kind of didn't even think about either, because I know that Maddox can go into more of that more talking lower tone, especially with the song Colorblind and stuff that he did. He did a lot of that. And then with Night, he switched it up and it was in his head voice a lot. So I love the versatility he specifically too has in his voice. He can bring in that breathiness, but also pull it back. But I love how they switched off. First, it was Jongho doing that lower tone, and then Maddox doing the higher harmonies with him and stuff in the first chorus and like first verses and stuff. But then they switched it in the second half and had Maddox in that lower talking tone with Jongho doing the higher parts. And I love that because it shows that both of them have such a versatility with their voices, but mix so well together, no matter what style they're doing. But I love the whole setup of this music video too. It's very simple, which I like actually, because it makes you pay attention to the song a lot more. In the song, how stripped back it is and very more. I like how simple the MV is because it makes you focus on their voices and the instrumental a lot more. And I feel like that is the perfect tone and vibe for this. But I love how Jungho's part, it has a very kind of more vintagey, artsy kind of filter over it, which is really nice. Like that kind of not dreamy, but like very subtle effect to it. And it's the different colors that they have. I love how they have the books and everything. And one side with Maddox and everything is more of that like wood, like orangey kind of vibe. And then Jungho has more of the greens and yellows in his, but it just mixes so well. I like that they did the split screen and stuff. And it was very simple but nice. But their voices together, absolutely amazing. Freaking heaven, man. We're gonna listen to this again because I want to. I don't know if they made a or released a downloadable version of this. Let me know because I will be looking after this. Just I know sometimes they don't with this kind of stuff, but I hope they did. But this was just so nice. I do want to hear the actual original song because I feel like especially with that chorus part, it's more upbeat and like heavier than what this is, which I don't know if it was a good thing or bad thing to listen to this first because I might end up liking this more. But I still would be interested in checking it out just to see the different remixes and stuff that they did. But also ATEEZ specifically, but I feel like even like KQ in general, the way that they use piano and music, I need to look it up because I know that they have specific producers that work on certain things, but I want to know if they have certain people that work specifically on the piano instrumentals and stuff like that, because I need to say props to whoever does it most of the time because or specializes in like that area, because the piano specifically is my favorite thing about their music, especially when they use it. It always becomes a favorite song. And I feel like in this, they use it so well too. But anyways, I've been talking for a good bit. So we're going to watch this again. Yeah. This is how they start this out, so light and airy.
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, oh say it 들어. 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it 들어. 훌쩍 커버렸어 함께한 기억처럼 널 보는 내 마음은 어느새 여름 지나가.
I love Jungko's voice on this rhythm. It sounds so good.
훌쩍 커버렸어 함께한 기억처럼 널 보는 내 마음은 어느새 여름 지나가. 기다려.
Those vocals in the back, the harmonies that are very submerged, sound so good.
Do you want somebody like I want somebody? 날 보고 웃어
I love that piano, like how high that key is.
No time to lose. 내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어 라따따따 울린 심장 I got
And even like that part, how delicate and airy that is in the back.
nothing to lose. 널 좋아한다고 라따따따 울린 심장 But I don't want to stay in the middle like you a little Don't want to
And then you get a little bit of that bass coming in too with that piano.
But I don't want to stay in the middle like you a little Don't want a little 말해줘 say it back home say it through 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it through I don't want to walk in this middle 다 아는 건 아니어도 바라던 대로 말해줘 say it back home say it through I want you so say it through
Like I love how they switched and Max is in that lower voice, but then Jungho is higher than him this time. It sounds so good.
말해줘 say it back home say it through I want you so say it through
I like how that too at the end.
말해줘 say it back home say it through I want you so say it through Not just sitting buddy 너를 상상했지 항상 다 있던 처음 느낌 그대로 난 기다렸지 all this time I got no time to lose 내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어 기다려
I'm pretty sure it's probably the same in like the original song, but this part right here, the melody of these lines, of like specifically those two lines right there, that melody is just so nice to me. I love it.
all this time I got no time to lose 내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어 라따따따 울린 심장 I got nothing to lose 널 좋아한다고 라따따따 울린 심장 Stay in the middle like you a little Don't want a little 말해줘 say it back oh say it through 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it through
Dude, like that sounds so good together. I'm gonna need another cover soon. Like, especially with more of the members, because I feel like I can imagine Maddox's voice mixed with San's voice too, and I feel like that would be so good. Or even Yoonho. I feel like I need one with every member, just like a different vibe every time. I feel like that would be great. Yeah, like I said, I love both of their voices. I love how they mix together, and I love that they switched it up too within like just that short amount of time and really showcase that both of them have such range. I love their voices. It's like heaven to me to hear them together. And I don't know, I am a strong Maddox stan man. I need people to listen to this man sing because he is not well known enough, and I don't know why. I feel like his voice is just so beautiful and just so just perfect. And he has such a big range too, especially just how he can go so light and airy with his voice, and then he can bring in more of that talking like deeper tone and stuff with more a little bit of like that rapping tone is just so good. And I don't understand. I just like need everybody to listen to him. And I need a full album, man. When I first found him on Spotify and everything and then did the first look and stuff, I didn't realize that he only had a few songs. I need a whole album from him. Like, I need smooth R&B, lightness, piano ballads. I need everything from him. And I just love his voice so much. And with Jongho, you guys know I love his voice so much. He's one of the best vocalists, not just of this generation, just in general. The amount of control and just range he has as an artist, especially with his age, is just incredible. And he just keeps getting better and showcasing more of that. And I love that. He killed the OST, and then I loved this duo together. Definitely want to hear Maddox with more members too, or just more covers within ATEEZ members in general, like them doing covers together. But this was great. I loved it. Definitely looking forward to more stuff like this, especially because I did not expect them to come out with something together, but I loved it. I know that in the Hongjoon busking session and stuff, he did, I think, a song with Maddox. Definitely gonna check that out because I just love his voice, man. But yeah, I am just so excited to check out more stuff that comes out and everything. And they did such a good job with this, the arrangement and everything too. So I am just so excited. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me and everything. Definitely love both of these. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.